guys, welcome back to JB's Toy Trunk for another action figure review. This time it is not really an action figure, but it is the Ecto-1 1984 Ghostbusters. Not really a traditional character, it is the Ecto-1. I really don't have a Ghostbusters shelf other than the re-release of the Ghostbusters from the cartoon Ghostbusters, but 1984, a big year in entertainment, nostalgia, toys. You guys got it. When they said that they were going to come out with this, I'm going to say I had to get it simply because of this right here, 1/18 scale. I'm going to have a small Ghostbusters shelf, this, and the 4 O-ring Ghostbusters that are supposedly coming out that supposedly fit in this Ecto-1. I think you guys understand what I'm doing here. So without further ado, let's look at this exterior of this box that we did get at GameStop. We were lucky to get the pro member price. You can see here, like I said earlier, 1/18 scale. Top picture of the Ecto-1. Ecto-1 1984 Plasma Series. I think I forgot to mention that. You got Ecto-1 right here on the license plate, Cadillac. On the back, we have pictures of the Ecto-1 right here, and it said, and you can look right here, 1984 inspired detailing. So you got the rear door and the front door that opens, and on the left, it looks like just the driver's door. So we'll check that out here in a minute. And in the back, slide out gurney where you put your 1, 2, 3, and 4 proton packs. Oh, that's pretty cool. You got the backside of the Ecto-1 license plate and their symbol right there. All that legal stuff that everybody loves to read on toy hunts. And then of course that barcode. Let's open this thing up, see what's inside. Okay, when you slide it on out from this side, you're gonna get the top of the Ecto-1. Top of the Ecto-1, you can see the lights there, little legal jargon right here. Needs that, little David Letterman for you. Cardboard backing, nice little tight box in there. Okay, in this top portion right here, you can see that it has the accessories. You can see the gurney, and of course some of the other, looks like the rack, the top rack right here with some tanks. You Ghostbusters fans, let me know what kind of tanks those are. Hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, helium. They're making balloons out of here. Maybe like Ghostbusters 2 when they were going to the birthday parties. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That looks too cool. There's the side of it. All right, let's go ahead and snap these out and take out the Ecto-1. There it is, guys, Ecto-1. Before we start putting on the rack and the accessories, freewheeling. So, you know, you got the alarms going. About to go bust some ghosts. Here we go on the side. Let's look underneath real quick. Looks like just molded gray plastic. Now, in a perfect world, of course, this would be all painted. I don't know if it would be painted rust or actual like chrome or anything like that. I don't know if they showed the bottom of the Ecto-1 in the movie. Let's see if this hood opens up. I think it does. Should open up. I don't think the hood opens up, but one more time. You can see right there, Ecto-1, New York. Love the New York. I love that style, New York plates. And then, of course, the back. I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side. I'm gonna back it up. Let's look at the accessories, guys. Right out the bag, you get your gurney. Let's see if these, oh wow, yeah. Comes apart real quick right here, so let's go ahead and put that back together. That should snap in place. Yep, there you go. So you got your wheels, and then of course right there is where you put your proton packs. Now I wonder but when you get your 4 O-ring Ghostbusters, those proton packs should in theory fit here and into the Ecto-1. Looks like the ladder. I'm guessing that's like a satellite. Get some DirecTV, some sports. All right, guys, like I said, I am not a big Ghostbusters collector or guru. I need you guys to help me out here. Is that, you know, a radar or some sort of sensor? What about that? Is that like a control panel? I'm guessing right up in this area. That should be the siren, if I'm not mistaken, and of course a light, and then of course these tanks, these air tanks. Hydrogen, helium for the balloons, and you can see pretty good detail that goes on these the black hoses into this contraption, or this rack that will go on top of the Ecto-1. Got some more hoses over here. It's got like this soft plastic or rubber to it, pretty good. And we'll connect those. I'm guessing a type of guide bar. I'm guessing a type of rail. Here's the other one. Maybe an antenna. And then here's the other one, right? And this, is this the gun? What is this for, guys? Let's put this thing on, see what happens. Pull up the Ecto-1. Let's try that jabroni. It's like Legos. Let's see how they do this up here. It looks like this is gonna go up top. So it looks like they have 4 pegs. We'll go right there at the top. All right, they port right in. You can feel it kind of sit in there. Good. Radar, satellite, GPS, something, some sort of detector. It looks like it's gonna go into this corner over here. Okay guys, it took me a little bit, but if you look right here, this little, I guess you could say this little right angle right there, go ahead and put this, yep, disco. It's like Legos, guys. Yeah, a little bit of a positive lock. Not really a positive lock, but you could feel it kind of sit in there. We got the, I'm guessing, gun right up top. And it looks like we got an antenna over here. I'm referencing the pictures on the box. That's going to be a little low, so I'm thinking this is the one. A little bit higher, so that would be there. And this would be here, I'm guessing, the antenna. Okay, let's do that. Okay, there you go. Now it's making sense to me. Cars back in the day, antennas look like this. A lot of them did. I just didn't know that they would have 2 of them like we have here. If you guys can see right in there, it's got this little notch, so that's how it's going to fit in there. So there's only really one way to put it in there. All right, we've got a positive lock there on the front antenna. We got positive lock over here on the rear antenna. Man, it is looking good. Let's see where this one goes. This crossbar, is it on top? Seen it on the opposite side. You got your 2 little pegs there. Looks like it's gonna go into that hole right there. See how that works. Perfect. And you can see right in here into this interface, this is where this will go in. So let me see if I can get that to snap in. All right, got it to snap in there. We got it to snap in here. And then of course, now we got our silly straws. Silly straws back on the driver's side of the Ecto-1. It'll go right here, port there, and then I'm guessing go up top somewhere. Yep, there you go. If you guys could see it, it'll port right in there. These hoses or these tubes, again, made like of a rubber, soft plastic or rubber, very flexible. Snap it in there. Oh, before I do that, looking at the pictures as reference, this goes on the inside of the antenna. It's a good catch. Snappy snap, boom, and boom. There you go, guys. There's the Ecto-1. Oh, you know what? We forgot the ladder. Need your ladder. It's gonna go on passenger side. Let's see, there's a hook there. Yep, it'll port right in there, and it should rest. Actually, no, I don't know if you guys could see it. Right in there's a little groove, so we'll go ahead and snap that in both spots. There is a positive lock right here at the top of this ladder, and of course down there. So now we can see passenger side, 3-point turn, and driver's side. We still have this accessory, it's in the back, so let's go ahead and see what the trunk looks like. There you go. I'll open this up. Oh, wow. Look at that. Opens right up. Let's see if the Osmo can see what I'm seeing. Look at that detail, guys. Okay, you got some more monitors right in this area. On the left, got some monitors, some more boards. Let me see if I can get my hands in through the passenger side door. So I got this passenger side door open. Let's see if I can get this one open. It should open, right? According to the pictures, there's no real notch other than here. There you go. You don't want to be careful doing that. And then now, oh wow, look at that. Almost like a, pops right off. So if you're wondering, that's how it connects. It's got a little C-clamp there. And then this will go back in there. Actually, you know, let's leave it off so we could see what else is in there. There's some more of the computer, the board, whatever it is. Is that a trap? Maybe to store the ghost? You got the reverse seats right here. So I'm guessing if you're gonna fit the 4 in there, and I know this was a concern, you know, they're saying, oh, you can't fit all 4. So if you could fit the 2, you know, the 2 drivers in there, maybe even 3 because of the bench seating, you don't need this other door to open because you have all of that. Let's see if you can focus. You'll have all of that in there. Let's look at that, and you'll get 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'm guessing. Let's close this up. Ooh, and it kind of like swings out. So when it opens up, kind of swings out, so you can get more play in there. Very cool. Close that up. I wonder if that's how the real door was. Detail on the door. You remember those buttons? Oh man, that's the lock button. And then of course, for you young folks out there, if you didn't know, see if you can focus. If you guys didn't know, you put up your window by actually putting your hand there and cranking the window open or close. Sorry, had to say it. Let's get our gurney. I'm guessing it'll go in like this. So yep, they just fold in like that. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but they have 4 little grooves there where, in theory, there you go, yeah. The wheels will sit right on into the floorboard or the back seat of the Cadillac. Again, for the window, let's go ahead and close this joker up. Oh man, that is so cool. Look at that, Ecto-1 getting ready to bust some ghost. Not bad. Wheels, got the rubber wheels, both turn. Oh, I just dropped the gurney. Way to go. There you go, closed up. You got your light. These are a translucent blue right up there. You could kind of see it. If only it was battery operated and the lights would work. That'd be so cool. Pretty sure it wouldn't be $59.99. There's the front angle of the Ecto-1. And then there's, again, the driver's side. There you go. All you could hear now is we got one. Detail on the Cadillac itself. I'm not too familiar with this Cadillac, but I'm pretty sure it's close. I mean, there's your Cadillac symbol right there. You got your grille and your bumper, your lights all the way to the side. And then of course, like many Cadillacs back in the 50s and 60s, you got to get that fin going. And you got your lights back there. And one more time, Ecto-1. So there it is, guys. Ecto-1, 1984 Ghostbusters. Definitely something that I'm happy to add to our collection. 1/18 scale is easier to fit into our collection in our collection room. Guys, before we continue, I started to think I forgot to go ahead and see what it would look like with some comparisons. I don't have any O-rings like many of you guys know, except for the Refrigerator Perry. That's a vintage one that we got in there. And it took me a little bit to get him in. And I couldn't get him in because of the wheel over there and his actual articulation. But with 1/18 scale, kind of like Star Wars TVC, 3 3/4, I was able to, with his flexibility and his articulation, get a modal node in there, Figure and Dan. So there you go. I don't think that I'm going to be able to get another 2 Ghostbusters whenever we get them back in that area right there. It's going to be kind of tight. So, you know, we'll see. So let's go ahead and see what they look like standing on the side of them. And here we got a Figure and Dan or modal node from the Star Wars Vintage Collection. And you can see that is a lot more appropriate as far as the scaling and everything. And of course, who do we got back there? We have Mr. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from the Kenner, the re-released Kenner line. So if Hasbro does the O-ring size very similar to the vintage G.I. Joe, that is how it would look size-wise. Not too bad. I think the only thing right now would be to see if the O-rings do come with better articulation, so you could go ahead and put it in the Ecto-1. Let's go ahead and measure the Ecto-1 and see how long it is. From tail light to front bumper, just a touch over 14 inches there. from here, from the bottom up to the actual radar or the satellite is about just over 6 inches. That's to the top. And width-wise, you are looking at right at 5 inches. So 5 by 14 by 6 inches tall. Not bad. Okay, guys, one more comparison. I don't have any, let's say, 6-inch plasma Ghostbusters, but I do have the Kenner re-release from the real Ghostbusters line. So let's get Winston up there, Egon, Peter, and then of course Ray. Not the scale, obviously. If we wanted to get the Ecto-1, the cartoon Ecto-1, we could go ahead and get that, the vintage or the re-release, to make that work. But again, this is just a comparison to show you what these Ghostbusters don't fit with the Ecto-1 from 1984, the recent release. And then of course the same thing with our Stay Puft. Now, does it make for fun pictures? Yeah, you could go ahead and finagle and, you know, make it work for you. But we remove those guys because it's from a different scale and a different line, and it's from the cartoon and not the movie. So bye-bye Stay Puft. And here we have our Ecto-1. My final thoughts, I love it. The boys and I, we love cars. This is not die-cast, but it's a car. It rolls nice and smooth. It's got pretty good detail up top. It has the working doors. And hopefully when they get the O-ring Ghostbusters, we could go ahead and put them into the driver's seat and of course into the other side on the passenger seat. And this will look really good on our shelf, representing 1984 Ghostbusters, one of the best movies out there ever. Top 5. Easily a top 5. So leave it in the comments. Did you guys pick this up? Are you thinking about picking it up? Are you guys going to play the long game? Kind of curious to know. Thanks guys for watching the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 from 1984 Plasma Series. Very awesome. I love it. I enjoy it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Always enjoy the ride. We'll see you guys next time.